welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing a tag. So this is called the Unpopular Makeup Opinions Tag, and I discovered it on Tati's channel last week, and she encouraged her followers and her viewers to also participate. So that is what I am doing, or at least attempting to be doing, because I've been sitting here trying to film this for over 3 hours. I am not even kidding. I think it was around like 4 o'clock when I started to try to film this, and I tried for like 3 hours, finally gave up and went to have dinner, had some hot chocolate, tried to recollect my thoughts, and now I am attempting it again. So fingers crossed, let's hope that take like 2000 is going to be the winner. So this makeup tag, as I said, was posted by Tati, who I have recently become obsessed with. She has become like my favorite YouTuber. And this makeup tag consists of 8 different questions, and I'm not sure where this tag came from. I will try to find out. If I figure that out, I will link it down below. But the girl who Tati tagged was Angelica Nyquist. That is how she found out about this tag. So I'm definitely going to link her channel down below as well as Tati's. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the questions. So the first thing is, popular makeup product you don't like. So there is actually 2 that I want to talk about. The first one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I took home a sample of that from work. I work at Ulta, so I made myself a sample because I really wanted to try it out and see what all the fuss was about. And the first 2 times that I put it on, I was blown away by how beautiful it looked. It literally made my skin look like porcelain. But the formula of the foundation, when I started wearing it consistently every single day, just really started to dry out my skin and started to make my skin kind of crack a little bit throughout the day as I would wear the foundation, especially here in the smile lines. It looked really bad and patchy. And the second product would have to be the Shape Tape foundation as well as the Shape Tape concealer. The Shape Tape foundation is honestly the most dry, crusty, and flaky and patchy foundation that I've ever worked with. In the beginning, when the foundation came out, so many young girls came to our store wanting to be shape matched with it, and it is just really hard to work with. I never personally tried it on myself, but trying to help those girls, you know, figure out their shade and trying to blend it on their face, both with a brush and with a sponge, it was just not a good time. So more often than not, I would just help them to find something different or something better. So that foundation is just a huge no from me. And the Shape Tape concealer, my experience with it personally, I tried it once or twice and it just looked very dry under my eyes. Both with primer, both with or without eye cream, it just did not look good. I know a lot of people who love it and who wear it all the time and it looks great on them, but on myself, it just did not work. Popular makeup product or brand that everyone else seems to hate, but you love. So with this question, the very first thing that popped into my head was, I don't think that people necessarily hate Lancome, but I don't think that Lancome gets as much love as it should from social media and from the YouTube community and the makeup community in general. I know that there is some people out there who talk about it. I've heard Nikki Tutorials mention their foundation, and I've also seen Jackie Aina use their foundation on her channel, but it is certainly not as hyped up and as talked about as I think it should be. I run into a lot of young girls at work who have never heard of Lancome, who've never tried anything by them, and who are just blown away by their foundation when I try it on their skin. It is just an amazing product line. They do makeup, they do skincare and fragrance. They've been around since 1935. And I think that a lot of the young generation just kind of disregards that line and kind of poo-poos it because, oh, it's like old lady makeup. And I just don't think that that's necessarily the way that it is. Certainly some of the products that they have, you know, are geared toward that older generation, but they have a lot of fun products too, like their matte shakers. They're one of the best matte liquid lipsticks that I've ever tried, and their mascaras are phenomenal. So if you've never tried anything from Lancome, I highly encourage you to go to an Ulta, go to a Sephora, and just swatch some stuff and try it out, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Number 3, makeup collab you didn't like or were not interested in. Definitely when the Jaclyn Hill palette came out, I was just kind of underwhelmed by it. I wasn't blown away by it. Not even by the Vault collection. I was just like, I felt like it was just kind of hyped up because it's a Jaclyn Hill product. But I gotta say that I do like the original Jaclyn Hill palette a lot better than the Vault collection. I own the original palette. I did finally cave and purchase it because we had a sale at work. So I thought, why not? And I did see a lot of my coworkers create beautiful eyeshadow makeup looks with it. So I am happy that I have it in my collection, but I'm still not like, oh my gosh, it is the end-all, be-all eyeshadow palette. Number 4, popular makeup step that you never do. I almost don't want to say this because I think some of you guys are going to be just shook, but I never highlight or contour. But the reason why I don't like personally to highlight my face is because the main place where you put highlighter is right here, right on the cheekbone. And I just don't think that that looks good on me personally. I have this like little pocket of like skin right here. It's almost like a fluid buildup that I have. My mom has it too. My grandpa had it as well. And when I put highlighter, it sits on that little pocket of skin. And when you highlight stuff, it brings it forward. So I feel like it just draws more attention to that little flap of like extra skin that I have. And I just don't like the way that it looks. And I also feel like it makes my skin look really textured, which again, I don't think is a good look. So I love the way how highlight looks on other people, but on me personally, I don't think it looks good. And the other makeup step that I never do is contouring. I just contour with a bronzer. I know that you're supposed to contour first and then put your bronzer on, but I feel like it looks nicer and more natural if I just do bronzer only. So, number 5, popular beauty influencer you don't subscribe to or watch. This is hot shady tea, lol. There's honestly a lot of beauty influencers. I'm not going to name names because there's too many of them that I'm not really subscribed to or I don't watch religiously. Partly because I just don't have the time. And I'm one of those people where if I subscribe to a channel, especially a super popular one that already has such an established amount of videos, they will have hundreds of videos for me to watch. And when I get invested in a channel, I want to go through and not just watch their new content and their future content, but I want to go back in time and watch all of their older videos. So I have so many of my favorite YouTubers right now whose videos I'm working backwards on that I just don't have the time right now to add any more beauty I just don't have the time right now to add any more beauty influencers to that long list of people that I'm already working on. And also, some of those channels have just become so heavily sponsored that I just don't know if I can really trust their opinion. For that reason, I stay away from a lot of those really huge YouTube influencers, because the whole sponsorship thing is just kind of a turn off to me. So that's one of the reasons why I love Tati's channel so much, is because I know that I can really trust and invest in her opinion. Number 6, popular makeup product or brand that you don't use or support anymore. I don't think this really applies to me, to be honest. I definitely have favorites. I feel like from every single brand. We carry so many brands at the Ulta that I work at that I am just constantly, you know, trying out the testers, constantly helping clients with the product that we have. And I feel like I just love a little bit of everything from every brand. But one thing that I have recently kind of fallen out of love with is my medium concealer by Maybelline Age Rewind. That was my holy grail concealer for years and years, and I think they changed the formula because it is just not as creamy as it was before, and the medium shade is now too dark for my under eyes. So I bought myself a light one that was too light and looked too ashy. And I tried the neutralizer because of Tati recommending it, and it works pretty good, but I still definitely have to put some sort of other concealer on top of the neutralizer, or the neutralizer by itself is too yellow. So, I mean, that's the only thing, you know, that I have stopped supporting, is because I don't use anything from Maybelline right now, but that's just because that was the only product that I use from Maybelline. Number 7, makeup trend that you have no interest in trying. I don't really like glitter, period. Not on my face, not on my eyes, and not on my lips. I think it looks pretty when other people do it, but when I try to put it on myself, I feel like I just look like a drag queen. I also don't like pink toned eyeshadows on myself. I've tried them on myself before and they just make me look sick, or like I am a vampire who hasn't slept in 8,000 years. I love the way how the Naked Cherry palette looks, but I just know that I would never use those colors. And I've been trying to get into this makeup trend for a while, but I just don't think that it does really anything for me, and that is setting spray. I do have a setting spray now. I got myself the MAC because everybody raves about that one. And I do feel like some days my skin looks really good and I'm just like, oh, you know, maybe this is doing something. But then other days I'm like, am I really just like spraying just basically like water on my face and just hoping for the best? So I definitely do prefer a setting powder over a setting spray because I feel like it just does more. I just feel like I get the physical control with a setting powder better than with a spray, where I spray it and I'm just like trying to catch it with my face, you know, and I'm like, did it spray me evenly? Is anything even happening right now? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Number 8, makeup product that was better in theory than when you used it, either swatched better or worked better on others than on you. I kind of got excited about the Norvina palette, the Anastasia Norvina palette when that came out, and then when we finally got the tester in store, I was just kind of underwhelmed by it. And also, oh, I know, I finally just tried out the Better Than Sex mascara for the first time the other week because I got a little mini one from work. And I just feel like I sat there and just was building my lashes and not much was happening. But I have heard that same feedback from a lot of different people. Some people either love Better Than Sex mascara or some people hate the Better Than Sex mascara, and I think I'm one of the ones who it just did not really do anything for. I don't know, I just did not care for it. I just don't see what the fuss is about. So that was the very last question, and look at that, I made it through the video. Oh my gosh, I didn't think that that was gonna happen. I'm going to link down below all of the questions in case you guys want to participate. I tag all of you to also do this. It was a lot of fun answering these questions. If you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you don't miss out on my future uploads. And I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye!